All right. Shalom, shalom, shalom. Of course, first and foremost, I do want to say, call Allah Yahweh. Shema Mashiach Yahushua. It's all praise to the Most High. In the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. So, as y'all see by the title, are we pleasing God or men? All right. Now I might turn my camera on. I don't know. I'm gonna be careful of it today. But it's important to understand what kind of mentality either yourself or those around you have. So we want to, us as practicing Israelites, trying to get up out of here. We got to understand, are we doing this to please men, or is our heart's desire when we when we do the work? Like, yeah, my brain is fried today. Y'all gonna have to bear with me. We got, I don't know what I was saying. So, we just got to make sure that when we go out there, or when we read, when we study, when we teach people, when we put on fringes, when we check tags, we do these things to please God. Because there is a lot of holier than thou ass niggas walking around. And there definitely is a bunch of people who are doing it to please men. Now, this hit me when I was just at work. I just got back. And it wasn't like I watched a video or seen something. I just started thinking about it. Right. And of course, the verse that always pops up in my head is Galatians 1:10. Now, if y'all who are subscribed to the Toss Up channel, you see my videos drop, I say something in the intro. And I say something along the lines is, am I doing this? Well, am I doing this to please men or persuade men? Or am I doing this to please God and persuade Him to have grace and mercy upon me? That was definitely one of the videos. Give me a second. That definitely was in one of the videos that is on the SICARRI Phoenix channel. So y'all can check that out. What the fuck is that? All right. So I was just thinking about it. And that's something that was kind of annoying. Because some of us that do go out there in the sincerity of our hearts, were accused of doing it for men. I know that happens to others. Go out there and labor is, maybe family or friends or somebody close, mistaking the work that you do for God, and they say that it's for a man, it's for men. You just want to please men, and some people do, but most of us, we really do it out of the sincerity of our heart. And we really do it for the Heavenly Father. Now, there is going to be a live debate, but on Tuesday. On Tuesday at 4 p.m. MST, there will be a live debate with myself and another brother concerning salvation, right? I advise all of y'all to be ready for that live, because it will be something that is in depth. And powerful, but if a Christian does come up here, we will deal with him through the spirit and power. But let's read something. Got so many cuts on my hand right now. So watch this. This is something that I think should be normal in like a daily reading. In your daily readings, this is something that I feel like should be normal. If you are part of those brothers that go out there and do the work and you're growing, this is something that should be most definitely implemented. So Galatians 1 and 10. I'll read it in the KJV and in other translations. It says, "For do I now persuade men or God, or do I seek to please men? For if I yet please men, I should not be the servant of Christ." So if we're out here solely to please men and to get, I don't know what the hell I just typed. We're out here to do it for men and to please men. One, you'll never prosper. You might prosper for a little bit, but in the end, you will fall, right? Because the motive and the intentions behind it, it's just not of God. Right? You're really doing it for yourself, and it shows, right? And a lot of times, the people who do it for men don't last very long. Very stagnant. Not saying that everybody who's stagnant was doing it for men. Some brothers, they just get life. They just get lifed. Okay. But we're just specifically talking about people who do things to please men. And maybe if you get confused with those who do it for men. Right? So Galatians 1 and 10, and we're gonna read it in the NLT. The NLP is my favorite, but we'll read it in the NLT. It says, "Obviously, I'm not trying to win the approval of people, but of God. If pleasing people were my goal, I would not be Christ's servant." And that's one of the things that the scribes and the Pharisees were doing. They were there to please men, right? What kind of men were they trying to please? Well, those who are above them to get their liking so that they can be ranked up. Those who are around them to please them, because ultimately, when they're done receiving the praises of men, what do they get? They get the feeling of I'm important. I'm above. I'm here. Y'all are here. You feel me? But a true servant of Christ is this. And this is what I want, you know, I don't want nobody to forget. And this is one of the things that consistently drives me, right? Because I know you got powerful brothers like Ariella does great work. We have Rob out in Miami does a great work. You got Cap doing great work. Chief doing great work. Of course, you got brothers in other camps doing great work. I'm not downplaying them. But you got Riverside doing the great work, New York doing the great work. Memphis is definitely coming up. You have Atlanta, just the camp itself. Texas, like Houston. St. Louis is on the map for sure. You know, all these brothers are doing great work. But the thing that drives me, you know, Tazarah, because a lot of people say, you know, you just keep going. You feel me? You just like you find different things to get into, which is not a lot. I just do minor changes. You got brothers that's literally changing the game for a positive thing. But this is one of the verses that consistently keeps me going and trying to do more and more and more for Yahweh, right? So in Mark 10 and in verse 42, it says, "But Yahushua called them to him and said unto them, you know that they which are accounted to rule over the Gentiles exercise lordship over them," meaning those who are ruling over Gentiles, they abuse their authority. It says, "And their great ones exercise authority upon them. But so shall it not be among you," meaning don't do what they do, right? Don't move how they move. Don't move how certain people move to, you know, please men. You do it for something different, right? Verse 43 says, "But so it shall not be among you, but whosoever will be great among you shall be a minister," right? So one of the things that consistently keep me going personally, even in like low times, maybe some brothers and sisters don't even recognize that you are going through a rough patch, and you're, you know, you feel like your flame is kind of dimming out. Well, you have one thing that will always check up on you, and that is the scriptures. They're always checking up on you because they're always there. And us in the truth, you know, in our daily life, we see the Bible, or we see the word, we see scriptures almost every day on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. Even when you put on your fringes, it's a constant reminder of, hey, I'm here. You don't need men. You need me. You need God, right? Of course, men help you, but in all totality, what really keeps your flame lit is God. You feel me? He will send you brothers to help you keep your flame lit, of course, but he's the one who lit it. He's the one who keeps it going. He's the one who what's the word I'm looking for? Can take it out. You can definitely take it out, right? So you gotta understand that Christ said, "You don't exercise lordship over your people like other nations do, but whoever is going to be great among you, he's going to be a minister. He's going to serve you." Right? Verse 44. "But whosoever of you will be chiefest shall be servant of all." Do as much as you can without complaining. You feel me? What I mean by without complaining is you just constantly complain about the shit that, you know, you got to go through. Like you just making a big fuss about it. When Yahweh puts another task on you that he says, "Listen, I don't know who else to give it to you. I'm giving it to you. I mean, you have it." And this is for myself. Because I was talking to a powerful brother, boom, he already in the chat. Gazab. Man, shout out to that brother. Um, and I used to have a problem growing up. Like when I started boxing, I used to have a problem when I was in the gym all day. I would not complain, but I would sigh a lot. God damn, you want? I gotta do this. God damn. All right, whatever, bro. Because I had an attitude, and one of the things my coach, what he did was every time I sighed, he would either make me do another round, or he would constantly tell me, "Nigga, cut that shit out. If you're gonna be here, you be here and you do it. If you're not gonna do it, get out the way. You feel me? I'll put somebody else to take my time. But if you gonna be bullshitting, bro, just get out the way. You feel me? And so that's what a lot of us do is we just, well, I ain't finna bullshit. I'm just finna do it. You feel me? I gotta do it because I'm here for a genuine purpose. So those who are in the gym, they're there for a genuine purpose, which is to be great. And so Christ told you, whoever's going to be great among you, he's going to be the biggest servant. You feel me? Now, again, brothers can, of course, talk about their struggles. You feel me? It's one of the things that's relieving is when you speak to a brother about your struggles. You communicate with them, and then y'all could just, just talk about it. Great. Good for the soul. This more specifically about people who consistently complain, like, come on, bro, like, come on, like, my nigga, move, bro, get out the way, I'll do it, right? Hey, nigga showed up just to complain. I was listen. I'm pretty sure you told me that shit. I think you came all the way up. You traveled damn near an hour and a half because I took the bus. You drive an hour and a half just to complain. I take an hour and a half back, man. You wasting time. You feel me? But it took me not very long to understand that's true. You feel me? Because if you get in the ring and you begin to spar and you sigh because it's like, man, the fuck? It ain't going my way. Oh, damn, I just broke my damn pen. You know, I shouldn't have been doing that. The opponent's gonna see that and he's gonna capitalize, right? That's why we was told if you get hit, shit, you better not make sure don't look like it. You better not look like you hit. If you tired, don't put your hands up here. Put your hands on your knees, boy. You better figure it out. Because as soon as that nigga thinks or even gets the hint that you're tired, oh yeah, it's a wrap. You feel me? But to help boost y'all is the words of Christ. And he said, if any of y'all want to be great, you're gonna be a minister, right? So let's take a look at this. In part of your ministry, teaching brothers, let's look at this one who execute the commands of another, of a master, a servant of a king, a deacon, a waiter. Let's get here. It says a Christian teacher and pastor. Yeah, I get the point, right? Technically, we are Christian pastors, just not Christian pastors. You feel me? Because pastor and us being the true Christian, yeah, but it's like John 3:16. Things just been abused and it just has this terrible image on it to where it's like, bro, y'all kind of ruined it for us. But it is what we are, right? We are Christian teachers, we are Christian pastors, Christian ministers, so on and so forth. And John 3:16 is an absolutely beautiful verse, right? Even though it gets abused so much, we sometimes brothers just dislike it. But in all actuality, the verse itself is an outstanding verse, right? And there's a reason why it's the most popular. You never know. That being such a powerful verse, maybe, not maybe, but God chose for that verse to be where Christians harp on the most because it's just that powerful. Right? So everybody would know God did love this world. So for those of y'all who don't know, I'm working on a thumbnail right now. All right. But on my Tazarop account, we will be having a live debate. A live debate on Tuesday at 4 p.m. Right? This channel right here. Right? Shout out to y'all who was giving me the views. I was talking to who was I talking to? Kanayak. I think Kanayak in. Hold on. The brother right here. I was talking to this brother when I released my first video. Damn, bro, he's not doing his thing. And him and Rob was like, hey, bro, just be patient. You feel me? Just be patient. It's gonna work. You gotta trust it. You feel me? And you know, the numbers are doing numbers, right? Which is all praises. But on this channel, the thumbnail will be relatively short after this live. Because I can't get a regular picture out this nigga. He's a cool brother. But we will be having a live debate on Tuesday, 4 p.m. Right? It'll be 3 p.m. for those in Cali, 6 p.m. for or 5 p.m. for Texas, 6 p.m. for those on the East Coast, right? And then whatever time zone y'all. All right, so make sure that y'all hit that bell button and then just check it later tonight, like after Chief Live or something on the thumbnail, and then hit that bell button on that. That way y'all get the notification when we do go live. But it's gonna be formal, right? And if it be through the Spirit, it'll be a great breakdown on salvation, right? And then there will be a live Q&A at the end, as well as the rest of my breakdown. Not my breakdown, but the rest of the breakdown on salvation, because I won't be able to get all of it in the thing. But I'm pretty sure y'all get the point on the chiefest among y'all, or shall be the servant. Watch this. I want to go into it, right? It says, whosoever of you will be the chiefest. The chiefest, which is, y'all can see this? Yeah, I can see this. Right, the chiefest, which is first in time or place. So first place, if you want to be in the first place, it says first in rank, influence, honor, chief, principal, first, at the first. Of course, the beginning, best, chiefest, first of all, right? If you want that position of being the first, he literally gives you the game plan, right? It's like with parents or a husband. You will literally tell your son or your rib, listen, these are the things that just annoy me. I mean, if you don't want me annoyed and you want me to love you and you want me to just be so happy to be around you, just do the things that I love. You feel me? Don't do these things because these things will make me mad and I won't want to talk to you, right? And I'm gonna put you in timeout and you're gonna get your butt whooped. But if they consistently do the things that you're telling them not to do, I gave you the blueprint. You just had to follow it. You just didn't want to follow it, right? So Christ gives us the blueprint of if you want to be the chiefest, if you want to be the biggest of everybody, if you want to be great in the kingdom, just be the biggest servant you can. So brothers need something from you. Get it done as quick as possible. Do it as best as you could. And like Colossians 3:23 says, which is another scripture that continually drives me to do the most I can as best as I can. It says, verse 23 says, and whatsoever you do, do it heartily as to the Lord and not unto men. Right? That goes back to the Galatians 1:10, which is, do I persuade men or do I persuade God? Right? So when we take a look at this in the NLT, it says, work willingly at whatever you do, as though you were working for the Lord rather than for people. I mean, so if you're gonna do because it's a new thing that brothers are making reels, powerful reels. Shout out to Yariah in Atlanta. He got some dope, I'm talking about some dope ass reels. Very educational, and very visual too. But a lot of brothers are making reels. If you're gonna do it like you're doing it for the Lord and not for people. So make it the best way, like do it the best you can, because this is supposed to be viewed as you doing it to the Lord and not to just people. You feel me? So if you want to be chiefest, you're gonna have to be the servant of all. Right? So you just have to do it. Verse 45, it says, for even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister. He ain't come to be ministered, like he ain't come to gather all these servants to serve him. No, he came here with fucking cold ass cut, by the way. But he came here to be a servant to everybody else. Right? If y'all need something, I'm there. It says, and to give his life a ransom for many. Now, I was teaching a class while doing this, so this wasn't live or it's not even public. But I'm gonna give you all an example, which is sorry, which is by far my favorite example. Um, God damn, dude, why that laptop is going on? Hold on. I'm gonna get the exact verse. It's a translation. I think I just might read it in that case. So, I think I'm just gonna read it. Let's see what the A and P says. Boom. So watch this. All right. So just to recap really quick, it says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister." Right. So he chose to serve more than being served. Right. If y'all don't understand the lengths that he went to, and the disciples literally by his side, just think about when he went up there to pray that the cup will pass from him. He told Peter, and I believe the sons of Zebedee, stay awake with me. Stay awake. So he went up there and they're sitting on a rock. And he went up there to pray, came down, they were asleep, gone, knocked out. Right. That, that clearly they've been busy. Right. So he came down and he said, "Listen, did I just tell y'all not to go to sleep? I need y'all to stay awake with me." And then they fell asleep again. It just shows you that one, the, these brothers was probably doing a lot of work. You feel me? And they just had no sleep. They just weren't capable of staying awake. You feel me? Especially after the Son of Man asked them to. So clearly they've been doing a lot of work. And so to recap on that, Mark 10, it shows that he was a minister, right? He's willing to serve more than to be served. So when we look at something, him and John, that's his partner. Right? John the Baptist was his partner. Part of the prophecy together is him and John. So Matthew 14 and 10, it says, "He sent and had John beheaded in prison. His head was brought on the platter and given to the girl, and she brought it to her mother Herodias." So John the Baptist was beheaded. It says, "And John's disciples came and took away the body and buried it, and they went and told Yahushua." So now Yahushua knows that John the Baptist has now been beheaded. Verse 13, it says, "When Yahushua heard about John, he left there privately in a boat and went to a secluded place. What does it mean he went to a secluded place? Meaning he went where the civilization wasn't, right? He went to it to go be by himself. He just heard that John the Baptist died. We can only come to one conclusion on why he wanted to be alone. He wanted to be alone to mourn for his brother. It says, but when the crowds heard of this, they followed him on foot from the cities. So they said, listen, you lying. That was really him? Oh, was it? Hold on. Nah, because there's a Cognac, there's another account that he took the same picture, the same name, and he's perpetrating himself to be General Yohana. He came on I think like 2 lives ago. Did you oh yeah. No, that was a fake page for sure. So he heard about John the Baptist being beheaded and left privately in a boat, right? Of course, the brother wanted to mourn for his brother, but the multitude seen him, or they heard about it, and then they began to follow him on foot. Verse 14, and when he went ashore, he saw a large crowd and felt profound compassion for them and healed their sick. So what he did was he put yeah, weird as hell, man. He put them first, and he became a servant and began to heal them and preach the gospel and teach them and bring them back into the fold and allow them to cherish time with himself rather than yeah, I don't, me personally, bro, I don't got time for that shit today. If y'all could just get rid of them motherfuckers, if y'all see them, I generally don't give a fuck if it's somebody that's really in ISRAELITE. Ain't no need to do all that. So if y'all got a rent, y'all could just get rid of all them. That'd be great. So I'm talking about completely banned. You know what? I'll test your gangster for 1 second. Cause you niggas are just annoying, bro. Click the link, ho ass nigga. Cause y'all creating these fake pages and then y'all perpetrating to be somebody, which one is just it's just weird. And it's no shot at the real members of that body, but it's a shot at you motherfuckers who are perpetrating to be them. I mean, y'all who fake a front and act like somebody not really you're gay because you want to be in the body of another man, you weird ass nigga. Y'all niggas are sickening. Completely sickening. Oh, you didn't want to join? That's fine. If y'all got a wrench, can y'all any motherfucker who's pretending to be an ISUK member, pretending to be somebody they're not, y'all could just ban that motherfucker for life. For life. But this is AMP. Moving forward. So Christ seen the multitude after wanting to be alone, be secluded, or be in a secluded place, be solitary, and who knows how he was feeling, right? He might have just been having an overwhelming day, and he just wants to listen. I just want to be alone. But he chose to heal the sick and have this profound compassion on them because of the love that he has for them, because he wants to be the biggest servant that he's ever been, right? And that's what we, as followers of Christ, have to do. We have to be the biggest servant that we can that we can be. Like myself, if somebody needs my help, they say, "Hey, man, I need your help here." I try my best. I ain't gonna be the best, but I will try my best. Um, I do it as much as possible. I'm a mess up, but that's what correction is for. And so that brothers and sisters can get better, right? But us being followers of Christ, we have to put our personal life to the side and begin to be a servant to please God, not to please men. So, I stole something from Rob. It's a mentality that he had, and I stole it. Okay, righteously. So his mentality was, um, he said, here's how my priority list goes: Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, Israel, then myself, right, and then the rest of his family, of course. But I stole that. I said, you damn up in the right. You right. Israel before yourself. Because when you put Israel before yourself, you go out there week in and week out and you teach Black, Hispanic, Native Americans to keep the commandments. You put them before yourself because it'll be cool just to be chilling every weekend. You feel me? Brothers got work all week, sometimes Monday through Saturday, even Monday through Sunday. And we go out there for hours. And what do we get? We get ridicule. What do we get? We get persecution. What do we get? We get made a laughing stock. People don't want to listen to us. And then you got these holier than thou ass niggas that put up a bad rep for us to where people don't even want to talk to us. Oh, those are the Hebrew Israelites. Leave them alone. Like, God damn, bro, y'all niggas just doing this shit for yourself. He said, I need a vacation. It's funny. I needed that. You know, he's in the Vegas chat. That's why that nigga shit. I was wondering. I was like, I'm trying to figure out why nobody's. Um, but you got these brothers who look down upon the nation because they put themselves before the nation, right? And you don't meet them where you're at. And sometimes brothers and sisters got a terrible day, and when we go out there and attack their belief system, and we tell them that their pastor, who has helped them out their whole life, is wrong and he's a liar. Well, of course they're gonna look at you like, I don't know you. Number one. Number two, I know him. He's done good things for me. But then you gonna die. You gonna be killed with the white man. And you gonna this and you gonna that. And that's why we in captivity today. It's like, bro, come on, dude. You really doing it for God? Because I brought this out to one of my soldiers on Wednesday. So Wisdom of Solomon 13:6 in the GNT. It says, but maybe we were too harsh with these people. After all, they may have really wanted to find God, but couldn't. Maybe we're just being a little too harsh with these people and talking to them like how Christ talked to his disciples. Hey, y'all don't understand. A lot of people don't understand. If I ask y'all right now to describe Christ's characteristics, I'm almost sure a lot of people are going to say he was an austere man. He was whipping people. Yeah, he was. He was an austere man to the man who hid his pound, which is a laborer. Now, if you're going to go teach and take on a position of a teacher, we understand that teachers are judged more stricter than the regular. Oh, I spelled that wrong. Lord Christ. I'm gonna show y'all. James 3:1 in the NLT, it says, "Dear brothers and sisters, not many of you should become teachers in the church, for we who teach will be judged more strictly." So yeah, Christ was an austere man to the dude who hid his pound in the sand because his whole duty was to make business, exchange the pounds and grow. So when I come back, I have more than just a pound I gave you, but he hid it. One man took it and gained 5, the other gained 2, the other gained 10, but this man hid it. Yeah, you're an austere man to him because you're judged more strictly. But to the multitude, he wasn't flipping tables because he was talking to the multitude. He was flipping tables because somebody was making the temple a merchandise, which is those that were in leadership, teachers. They were judged more strictly. When we're talking about how he treated the multitude, we see him have compassion, right? We just seen it in Matthew 14, right? But that's not the only one. And we're going to go back to Matthew 14 in a second. But Matthew 9. Matthew 9:36, it says, when he saw the crowds, he was moved with compassion and pitied them because they were dispirited and distressed, like sheep without a shepherd. They came to him stressed out. They came to him just tired of the bullshit. They came to him with questions. They came to him with things like, oh yeah, this means this and this means this, because they were taught incorrectly. You don't see him just walking around cussing everybody out because he was just, no, he had compassion on them. Because he understood that these are just sheep that don't even know where the fuck they're going. So why are we mad at them? There's a powerful brother in Riverside, Lahat, 10K Lahat. Shout out to that brother. He's funny as hell. And he had said something that kind of stuck with me. And he said, when I hear somebody bring all these problems and just constantly confused and they're doing this and they're doing that, they're just acting out, I just look at them and say that they're sick. Not in the sense as like you're sick-minded, you're an evil person. Nah, it's in the sense that you need help. You're ill and you need help. You need healing. You don't need somebody to sit up here and tell you how much of a piece of shit person you are. You need somebody to help you heal. So when you hear somebody that's in distress, it's not like you're a sick-minded person. It's like, nah, bro, you're sick. Let me help you out, dude. I got you. You know what I mean? Lay down, bro. I'm gonna make you a remedy. I got you. I'm gonna make you some soup too. You know what I'm saying? Put the temperature right. We gonna help you get better. You feel me? Because those who are not whole, they need a physician. Niggas are walking around. Niggas are walking around. You're supposed to be a physician, but you niggas are walking around with a big ass sword. Nigga, you supposed to be healing these people, not killing them. Are you driving the sheep further away? Your job is supposed to be healing them. Matter of fact, let's do this. Let's look at cross references. I mean, fainted and retired and laid down. Yeah, Matthew 15. I feel compassion for the crowd because they have been with me now 3 days and have nothing left to eat. He saw the large crowd. That's what we just read. Nope, that's not what we just read. Right, but there's many times in the Bible where we see the words of Christ where he talks about he had compassion on these people. Right, so yes, Christ in fact was an austere man and Christ was extremely strict. But to the multitude, he had compassion. You feel me? And that's what the brother our King said just such a great example for us to follow. Um, is just moving with compassion. You know what I mean? And being a servant way before being a leader, so to say, right? Because the best leaders make, or the biggest servants make the best leaders. You're willing to, boom, you got the, yeah, I'll do it, I got you. Wherever I can help you at, I'm gonna help you. They end up being or becoming the best leaders. All right, so let's go back to the Matthew, Matthew 14. So we see Christ wanting to mourn, or we can only assume he wanted to mourn for John the Baptist, but he came across the crowd, and he had a profound compassion on them, and he healed their sicknesses. Verse 15. And when evening was came, the disciples came to him and said, "This is an isolated place, and the hour is already late. Send the crowds away so that they may go into the villages and buy food for themselves." So the disciples suggested that, Christ, Yahushua, it's getting late. There's not much around here. Send them home so we can, not so we can, so they can have some food. Send them home. Look what Christ said. But Yahushua said to them, they do not need to go away. You give them something to eat. He's literally showing, why would I make them leave? You go get them something. You be a servant unto them. You go get them something to eat, bro. They don't need to leave. So it's almost like the authority is like switched. You feel me? It's almost like those who are in authority are really the sheep, because when they need food, you got to feed them. When they need to be guided, you got to guide them. When they need correction, you correct them. So it's almost like your whole job is to take care of this. So if you have like this prize trophy and you don't never want to get dust on them, or you're moving things around, you got to put it in a box, and you got to do this, you got to do that. The trophy has the value. You feel me? Without the trophy, it's like I don't have nothing. You feel me? And that's the same thing with a shepherd. What's a shepherd without no sheep? So you have to really tend to the sheep, and you can't just get mad because the sheep just keeps going off. Like, it's a sheep, bro. You got to do your job. Um, that's kind of what it comes. It's the territory. Like Makaza in Vegas said, he said leadership is the highest position of being a servant. It is what it is. Those who go out there and teach, they're servants, right? They're big servants because they make it a weekly basis to go out there and be a watchman and be somebody who tells somebody, "Hey man, we got to stop doing this." I mean, you're literally a servant. The motherfuckers going about their day, right? A lot of people just have to show up. They just have to turn the TV on, turn the phone on, or turn the laptop on and watch the video and take notes. They don't have to get the lesson prepared. It's no shot at them. You know what I'm saying? There's no shot at these brothers. There's no shot at none of them. We're talking about being a servant, right? Being in servitude. That's our job, right? Give me 1 second, Charles. 1 second. I'll be right back. So look, oh, right. So Christ ends up telling them they don't gotta go nowhere, bro. Y'all gotta go somewhere. And where y'all gotta go is to go get them something to eat. You give them something to eat. Right. So again, it's just showing the servitude in which we have to do as pertaining to this work, this ministry. Right. You gotta do more and more and more, of course, through the proper channels. Let me see. Okay. I like it, Picasso. All right, how does this verse go? Wisdom of Solomon. Okay. And okay. Watch this. Where is my bunker for? Oh. Six and what did you just say? 21. All right. So Wisdom of Solomon 6 and 21 in the GNT. It says, so then, you that rule the nations, if you value your thrones and symbols of authority, honor wisdom so that you may rule forever. Right? In the KJV, right? How did I get a KJV? That's fine. The RSV says something similar. It says, therefore, if you delight in thrones or in scepters, O monarchs over the people, honor wisdom that you may reign forever. So if you desire to be in the top, right? If you desire to be the chiefest, you have to honor wisdom. What does wisdom tell us? Well, wisdom tells us to keep the law, right? And what other parts of the law that helps us be a bigger servant, like Deuteronomy 17. If your brother needs something and he's poor, you give whatever you're supposed to that's sufficient for him. You feel me? You make sure that he's cool and that he's good, right? But when we go to Proverbs 14 and 35, it says a king's favor is is toward a wise servant, but his wrath is against him that causeth shame. Right. So we read it in the AMP. It says the king's favor and good will are toward a servant who acts wisely and discreetly. Right. So you just got to be out here getting your brick in. Right. You got to be out here um, flipping the pounds. Right. And what I mean by that is the parable which Christ said when he gave us pounds, he gave us talent and he gave us pounds. Your job is to make trade off of that, right? Build and grow, connect with different people, and continue to expand yourself, right? Expand your horizon of verses that you remember or breakdowns that you remember, and continue to level up in this walk, right? You don't want to be complacent. You don't want to remain the same. You always want to be learning and staying diligent, right? That's the most important thing is diligence and fear, right? Now, again, if y'all don't know, make sure that y'all go to Tazara, and when I upload this premiere, you gotta hit that bell button because there will be a live debate on Tuesday. This Tuesday, it's coming up Tuesday at 4 p.m. With myself, and I don't think he calls himself a Christian, but he does believe salvation is for everybody. So we'll be debating that on Tuesday at 4 p.m. MST. So again, if you're in Cali, it's 3 p.m. If you're on the East Coast, it's 6 p.m. And if you're in the Texas area, it'll be 5 p.m. Right, so make sure that y'all go and hit that bell button because it should come up when I do make that video, right? Or just check it during Chiefs Live. If he has to step away or something, just be okay, boom, it should be up. Because it should be. Matter of fact, I'm gonna see if I can do it. No, I'm not gonna try to make it up. Oh. So any questions in the chat before we continue? Any questions in the chat? Damn. Any questions in the chat? Is there, a verse somebody gonna hit you with, a Christian or somebody might have hit you with, and you was like, oof, I ain't never heard it out. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. That for sure sound like that Christmas song. Let us know. Let us know. Let us know. Oh, and just a sneak peek, because probably gonna be pretty soon. Who's live now? Talking about us. Who? I think he said office. Yeah, so like, yeah. So, okay, my boy. God knows my heart. Who's live right now talking about Book of Life TV? I don't even know who the hell that is. Let's look them up. Israelites are followers of Moses at best, not Jesus Christ. So, listen, the nigga.
Keep the commandments. Keep the commandments.
I ain't gonna care, bro. He sound African. Yeah, I was just about to say that. He just he because I'm very familiar, with debating people. And a lot of them they just be screaming. They just be screaming over people. And to be honest, today, like right now, I'm not in the mood with that motherfucker boy. Not in the mood. Well, yeah, them African motherfuckers, boy, they be trying to yell over us. Like, damn, nigga, like I know we better than y'all, but y'all ain't got. Oh, Rob had debated him. How'd that go? Rob be doing so much, bro. It's hard to keep up with Rob doing, bro. He be doing so much for the Lord. You know, that's a powerful brother right there. He just be so in tune with the Lord. I've been trying to keep up with all his stuff. I'm like, yeah, I can't. You just doing a lot of work, right? But was it good? Like, what was it edifying, or was he just unreasonable? Because I just watched a snippet of his video and he repeating the same thing over and over. I don't like that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. They're supposed to talk like, oh, he has a schedule. I knew that Book of Life sounded familiar. I didn't know. Let me see. Let me see. Live. Uh, yeah, I don't even see it. But I do remember seeing Book of Life. Oh, okay. Oh, I'm looking at upcoming ones. Yeah, Rob hilarious, but Rob and the Monsters Alive. Shout out to both of them. Oh, that's like Shaq and Kobe, dude. That's like hell yeah, Christians hate them, bro. God, I ain't gonna cap. A lot of Christians do got a lot of hate in their heart, bro. They got a lot of hate in their heart. And that's not to say that no practicing or people who say that they're Israelites, that's not to say that, everybody who says that they're an Israelite doesn't have hate in their heart. Nah, but a lot of Christians got a lot of hate in their heart. And a lot of Christians are holier than thou. Because ain't nothing more disrespectful than a Christian saying, I'm not going to talk to y'all. Why not? I can't cast my pearls among swine. Nigga, you can eat swine. What is that? Yeah. That's I peeped it. And I'm peeping that shit with a lot of Christians now. And that's why some of them I won't even give a chance. Like there's this dude, Minister Meach. He trying to be like God Logic. That's what he's trying to be. He'll go on vocab show and he'll go do this and he'll ask me, you want to debate? You want to debate? And I was like, bro, nah. There's only one person who I keep saying to debate me, and that's this white boy named Dave. He went against Hassad and Deacon, and he also went against Houston. But he just comments under a lot of my posts. So I told that nigga, man, go live or leave me the fuck alone. He just won't go live with me. He won't set up a debate. I don't know why. He says, I already talked to y'all before, so why you keep commenting on my shit? But yeah, that's how I view Buddy. He just look unreasonable. Where he at? He talking about since we were here. Hold on, I'm gonna look at his videos real quick. This nigga got the same shirt in like 5 different videos. He made, hold the hell, he only be wearing 2 shirts. Look at the motherfucker, hold on. I can't even see the screen. This nigga wears 2 shirts. I'm cool. That nigga be wearing the yellow shirt or the maroon joint. That nigga don't wear shit else. That nigga funky. Yeah, I'm cool. Oh, I'm cool. I'm smooth on that. Oh, okay, yeah, he is. I did see it. Shout out to that brother Rob. He gonna have to endure a fucking headache fucking with that nigga. I'm already listening. It hit favorite shirts. Yeah, so I won't. Why do they keep doing that? I won't go on Buddy's live. I'll let Rob debate him first. If he goes live again, I might go on it. But yeah, I won't go on his live. I'll let Rob debate him. I'm sure he'll do an outstanding job. That's what he does. Yeah, but I'll be mad that they be trying to use us for likes because we low key do the same shit. We'll react to people's videos in hopes that they'll hop on and then we'll have a debate. So I ain't even tripping on that. I'm more so like the niggas that be like desperate. Well, if you sure that nigga, I'm more so like the desperate nigga. I just can't stand them. The motherfuckers that be chopping his phone, like unbiased sports. That nigga just be chopping his phone. When I talk to him, he sounded cool. He just talk cash shit in videos. I don't respect that. When's the next history lesson? The next history lesson is probably gonna be that circumcision video. Yeah, probably gonna be that circumcision video. I know we gotta finish the geography thing. I think we just have the rest of Africa and then the Americas. I think we just have the rest of Africa and the Americas. Now, mind you, somebody came up and they were asking me to guess where he was from. And I told him, give me can I get a clue? Because he looked racially ambiguous. I don't know what the hell he was. So he said it's in Asia. I said, okay, in West Asia, Central Asia, Asia, Central Asia. He said, Central Asia. So I said, okay, cool. Is it one of the stands? He said, nah, it's not one of the stands. I said, okay, cool. And then he just told me, asshole, he didn't let me finish. But he just told me he was from Iraq. But how did I know that? Because of that class. And I told y'all in that class, y'all never know. Y'all just never know. And you know what? It helped. But yeah, I don't know. I got to schedule to get that presentation done. That's gonna be a history lesson for sure, and it's gonna be one that y'all gonna have to sit y'all asses down. You feel me? Because this is not no. I'm gonna walk around and get all the. You might want to sit down because there's a lot of information. So I think I might do it on a Sunday. because a lot of people are free on Sundays. And our whole class is in like the afternoon. You feel me? So people can just wind down from their weekend watching that. Or a Friday. Most people don't got work on Saturday. Yeah, that'll probably be the next one. But there's something else I've been trying to work on. Yeah, I don't love it, but I just gotta wait. We just gotta wait. But any questions in the chat? Oh, my fucking stomach is killing me, bro. Smarter than that, huh? Smarter than that. But okay, let's watch this. Oh, damn, I'm kind of tempted to go on his live. Tempted to go on his live. He's definitely dropping the link. So yeah, I'm over here watching this video. We gonna watch. Stop. What the heck? We gonna watch this. So I'm gonna drop a gem. Not a gem. I'm gonna drop a cold cut. Right. Like to the Gentiles. Because I am working on this debate on Tuesday. I can't wait. I can't wait to be at y'all service with this, with the precepts and just the questions, the everything. And I'm sure he's gonna have a strong argument. Who knows? In Acts 13 and 47, Paul mentions he was commanded to be a light to the Gentiles. Who knows where he was quoting that? Y'all don't know where he was quoting from? Paul said, In Acts 13:47, I am commanded to be a light unto the Gentiles. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that. I got you. Okay. Oh, and my brother back from Asia. Oh, caught in there. Oh, how the fuck do I say that off? Hold on. Man. So in Acts 13:47, we just going over this and nothing else. Because I ain't, hey, listen, y'all just gotta wait. Acts 13:47. It says, "For so the Lord commanded us, saying, I have set you to be a light to the Gentiles, that you should be for salvation unto the ends of the earth." Paul said this, right? Then Paul and Barnabas waxed bold and said it was necessary that the word of God should be first have been spoken to you, but seeing you put it far from you, and judge yourselves unworthy of everlasting life, lo, we turn to the Gentiles. Or, so the Lord commanded us, saying, I have set you to be a light to the Gentiles, that thou shouldest be my salvation unto the ends of the earth. Try to ask Denny. Hey, listen, man. I ain't gonna call Cap. Yeah, the Bible's so cold, bro. It's so cold. What's this? This is not to rebuke you or anything, kick it to it. But Proverbs 19:27 in the CEV, it says, if you stop learning, you forget what you already know. I don't care. We all can relate to that. You feel me? If we just stop learning and we just we just don't care, or we like half-ass study, we forget. Not saying that that's what happened to you. That's just us. You feel me? I read this and was cracking up because I'm like, damn, this just rebuked the hell out of me. Because I ain't been studying a certain topic and I'm forgetting things about it. You feel me? That's why it's just a constant thing. You know? But yeah, so he's quoting Isaiah either 42 or 49. Right? I'll show y'all. It's just such a cut. But you don't even have to do anything. Right? So we see Isaiah 42, Isaiah 49, and Isaiah 60. Now, Isaiah 60 is easy. I mean, all y'all have to do is just read Isaiah 60. There's no wiggling around. You just have to read it and just keep saying, what is this talking about? That's all you have to do. Who is this? Who is that? What is this speaking about? What is that talking about? That's all you have to do. Isaiah 49 and Isaiah 42, they can play their Christianity games more. It's easier for them to play their Christianity games there rather than Isaiah 60, right? And only the goofball ad nigga in the Light to the Gentiles debate I had on my channel. This one, where's it at? Boom. I played a cold game. A cold game. So if y'all want the understanding or that little trick I played, I used Yahweh, right? So Christians believe that Christ is Yahweh. He said the light is Jesus. So I said, why does it make a distinction between the light and Yahweh if Jesus is Yahweh? Who is the light? And he got tripped up because he would now have to say either one, Jesus isn't Yahweh, or two, Jesus isn't the light. So you would have to submit to the fact that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, right? Again, in order for them to make up their doctrine, they have to, formulate lies. Now, I'm not saying this brother formulated the lie, but he's defending it. I appreciate y'all. I feel a lot better. But let's go back to Acts. So we see Isaiah 42 mentioned and Isaiah 49 mentioned. I'm gonna show you something. I'm just reading it, and I'm just like, I can't wait till anybody brings up light to the Gentiles. So let's go to Isaiah 42. Because again, Paul is saying the Lord commanded us, Paul and Barnabas, he commanded us and everybody else to be a light to the Gentiles. That's what he commanded us to be. Okay, let's say so. So let's just go to the chapters and read them. All right, so Isaiah 42. Listen, y'all going to wait till the live. Wait till the live. Even if he do, which I don't think he will, but even if he does back down and back out of the debate, you should still be on the live because you'll get everything, even all the trap questions, all of it. You feel me? So watch this. Contextually, we'll just read verse 1. It says, "Behold my servant whom I will uphold, mine elect in whom my soul delighteth. I have put my spirit upon him, and he shall bring forth judgment to the Gentiles." You gotta do, who this talk about? Right? If they don't know, well, it's simple. When you go here and cross references, it says Matthew 12. Where's it? Hold on. Right here, boom. Matthew 12. Right? In Matthew 12, which I don't think a Christian will tell you no, that's not talking about Christ. But if they just don't know, you gotta explain it to them. Right? Matthew 12, and 8:15, it says, "But when Yahushua knew it, he withdrew himself from thence, and great multitudes followed him, and he healed them all. And he charged them that they should not make him known, that it might be fulfilled which was spoken by Isaiah, the prophet, saying, Behold, my servant whom I have chosen, my beloved, in whom my soul is well pleased. I will put my spirit upon him, and he shall show judgment to the Gentiles." That's the same thing in Isaiah 42. So it's talking about Christ. Contextually, verse 1 is talking about Christ, which again, I don't think Christians will deny that. This is speaking about him and his I'll just read it. "He shall not cry nor lift up, nor cause his voice to be heard in the streets. A bruised reed shall he not break, and the smoking flax shall he not quench. He shall bring forth judgment to truth." Right? Meaning he will come as a lamb and not as a lion. So, I mean, y'all can just keep reading. We'll just get to the point. Verse 6. "I, the Lord, have called you in righteousness and will hold your hand. I will keep thee and give you for a covenant of the people." Two things. Who's the you? I will give you for the covenant of the people. Contextually, it's Christ. Unless they're saying Paul would be the man who would be the covenant for the people. That wouldn't make no sense. And you would have to ask them, who is this people? Because it's not the Gentiles. Or the people is Israel. So how is Paul a covenant for the people of Israel? Well, no, that's talking about Christ. Okay, so when it says for a light of the Gentiles, that's talking about Christ. So this would not be pertinent to Paul. It would be pertinent to Christ and Christ alone, unless Paul is now, I mean, he is their God. So, but it just, Paul can't do that. Paul and Barnabas cannot do that. You can't read Isaiah 53 and say, yeah, that's talking about me because I got whipped. No, nigga, Isaiah 53 is for Christ. Isaiah 42 is for Christ. Paul cannot say it's for me now. He can't. You just cannot do that. So contextually, Isaiah 42 has nothing to do with Paul. It has everything to do with Christ. Isaiah 49. We're just going to get straight to the point. Hey, listen, I'm giving y'all a fucking mouth. Okay, look like that. The motherfucker, he done slipped. He done came up with an uppercut. And You know, my coach had taught me. My coach had taught me, you just lift his head up and you just take that motherfucker off in boxing. You feel me? Fair place. So Isaiah 49:6. This is the other place where it talks about light to the Gentiles. Light to the Gentiles is mentioned 3 times in the Old Testament. Isaiah 42, Isaiah 49, and Isaiah 60. That's it. Light to the Gentiles are those 3 chapters, right? So Isaiah 49 says, and he said, it is a light thing that you should be my servant to raise up the tribes of Jacob. Who is raising up the tribes of Jacob? Is it Paul? No, it can't be Paul. I have to be talking about Christ. And to restore the preserved of Israel. Is that Paul? No. Who is that talking about? That's talking about Christ. I will also give you, who's the you? The you is Christ, for a light to the Gentiles, that you may be my salvation unto the ends of the earth. Contextually, they would admit that it's talking about Christ. That's what they will say. They will say Isaiah 42 is talking about Christ. They will say Isaiah 49 is talking about Christ. I'm confused. How does that say, because again, they'll just say it. They'll say, yeah, it's talking about Christ. So why does Paul get to say that it's talking about him? You can't do that. You can't do that. You cannot say that would literally make Paul a false prophet. Yeah, I would say not a false prophet. You know it's crazy. So okay, so if Isaiah 42 and 49 is talking about Christ, and Paul says it's talking about him, would that make him an antichrist or a false Christ? Oh shit. Duh, fucking oh it, man. That is hilarious. I'm asking that. If Isaiah 42 and Isaiah 49 is talking about Christ, but Paul says it's talking about him, are you saying that Christ or Paul was saying that he was Christ? Oh man, I asked the Lord to do something, and boy, did he deliver. Oh, that's cold. For those of y'all who love to debate, man, that is cold. So they would just have to admit, okay, it's Isaiah 60. All right, bro. So just go to Isaiah 60 and read it. Right. Hold on. I gotta make sure Chief ain't live. Um, yeah, that's about as much as I'm giving. If Isaiah 42 and Isaiah 49 are both speaking about Christ, how can Paul then say that it was talking about him? Would that mean that he was saying he was Christ? No, of course not. All it is just an application without fulfillment. Meaning he was applying it to him, or he just didn't understand it. But Paul has no authority to say that a prophecy is talking about him when the prophecy has nothing to do. Especially, nope, not even gonna say it. Not even gonna say it. Y'all gonna have to wait till Tuesday. Y'all gonna have to wait till Tuesday, the live at 4 p.m. MST, which is Mountain Standard Time, on the Taza Rock channel. It's only gonna be on the Taza Rock channel, so it's not gonna be on Taza Rock, Phoenix, and Vegas. It's just Taza Rock. But yeah, y'all most definitely gonna have to stay tuned to that. That was good, man. You know what? I could name a video that was Paul claiming to be Christ, or Paul was. I got clickbait the fuck out that motherfucker. Just to get people's attention. But yeah, any questions in the chat? That's good. Great. Absolutely stunning. Magnificent. Any questions in the chat? There's a lot of stuff going on, man. Apparently in Philly, near brothers, so like in Philly, apparently there was a plane that crashed nearby a mall, or near a mall, or on the mall. When you doing the rest of Pope Nicholas presentation? I think it's odd, but as a brother that's just hungry for knowledge, man. Hungry for knowledge, man. I appreciate it. But I do not know, man. I don't know. Trying to say I got a lot of unfinished business, my boy. I sure do. I sure do. Let's watch this real quick. Damn. Yeah, there was a for sure plane crash in Philly. Private jet. You know. Yeah, a little bit. Probably gonna be after the circumcision one. Mind you, if y'all are curious on why the hell the Jews in the time of Paul and Christ were so focused on the circumcision thing, like what about circumcision just got these brothers just riled up? Why do they have to be circumcised? Or what is this animosity because of this uncircumcision? Like, what is the whole? I see it, like I read about it, but what is the reasoning behind it? Why were they so upset? Tazarop. Not that's why they're go to the Tazarop YouTube. And that'll be for sure put up there. It might be a live that turns into a regular video. Any other questions? Any other questions? We really just on here till Chief go live. As soon as he go live, we done with this one. So if y'all got questions, if y'all wanna help on a verse, or maybe you need to touch up on the topic, you know, you can put it in the chat. Hey man, can you talk about this real quick? We need your help. We need your help. Why the hell does it keep on full screen? Uh, uh. Number 2. It's lucky, y'all. But yeah, man, y'all got that light to the Gentiles cut. It's cold. It's just easy to disprove it, and that's what I mean, it's just what it is, bro. On even dealing with like Isaiah 56. If somebody want to bring up Isaiah 56, the timeline. I mean, what time is that? When the strangers take hold of the covenant, is that now? Is that in the time of Christ, or is it in the future? The prophecy don't even apply to them. I don't change this. Hmm. So if there's no more questions, I don't really got much else to talk about. Cheap about to go live here pretty soon. I said we were gonna go live today, but probably not. Right. So again, Tuesday, 4 p.m. there will be a live debate on the TIJUANA channel. So make sure that y'all are in tune with that, and y'all are, you gotta hit that bell notification because that'll be live, a live debate. So you want to make sure you hit that bell notification. It should be up by the time Chief done with his live. All right, so y'all gotta set a timer or whatever have you. Check it tomorrow. You might get the notification if you already have the notification up. I don't think you will though. It's a premiere. But it will be a live debate Tuesday, 4 p.m. MST, about salvation. It's on my part, it's in-depth breakdown. It's not like a surface level thing. Nah, this is a Lord willing. This is gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. Let's make sure that y'all stay tuned to that. But Habatham Yashrala, Yabashim. With that, I'm gonna say call Yahweh, Bashem Hamashiach Yahushai. Shalom.